Dude, I was like actually about to go to bed, and then I found out we already got the Datamines for New Year's. So we're going to go ahead and take a look at the stats for all these new units. We have the weapon effect for Kyza, as well as the skills that he comes with. And we also have info on the sacred seals we're going to be getting on this round of Tempest Trials. So let's just hop right in and start talking about it. Starting off with, of course, the thickest duo in Fae. I mean, come on, it had to happen eventually. Milk Truck Byleth was going to get dethroned, and Kaboon, of course, it was Kaboon who outdid himself on the boobs level this time around, so there you go. Okay, so Dagger, she's got 40 HP, 41 attack, 42 speed, 27 defense, and 22 res, and that gives her a BST of 172, and then she's got super boons in attack, speed, and res. So a very powerful unit. I mean, she could have been trash completely, to be honest, and then the only selling point would have been her having Pathfinder, and she would have been worth it, because having Pathfinder on a non-mythic hero is broken, especially in Aether raids. So she's a must summon in my opinion. Her duo skill is equally nutty. It just grants all stats up 6 to everybody on the team, as well as Pathfinder to everyone on the team as well. Well, it's not everyone on the team. There's a radius on it. It's 5 columns and 5 rows, I think. Regardless, it's a really ridiculous radius of effect, and basically everyone is going to have Pathfinder and all stats up 6. So you pop this in player duels, and you basically just took a massive dump on the enemy, basically. So I would say this is a must summon, and I will be summoning on the banner to try and get one copy of them. I don't have Fey Pass at the moment, so I'm not going to be able to spark like any Fey Pass owners are, so I'm going to have to get them the old-fashioned way by getting lucky. So wish me luck on that one. I'm going to need it. Alright, let's go ahead and move on to Regan. And just one quick little fix for Regan. When I was talking about her in the trailer, I actually missed the fact that Satyr Shell also does -3 cooldown count at the start of turn 1. So her weapon does it at the start of turn 4, while her special does it at the start of turn 1. So she's going to have a pre-charge special on turn 1 and turn 4, which is pretty bananas on a Cavalry Blue Tome, with Canto 2 built in, by the way. So her stats are 37 HP, 38 attack, 40 speed, 23 defense, and 24 res. And that gives Regan a 162 BST. She also has super boons in speed and res. So how good is she compared to all the other meta Blue Tome cavalry units? I would say she's definitely better than Selena at this point. Selena was good up until we got Ascended Freeorm with the Null Sea Disrupt far saved antics that she does. So Selena kind of fell off. I would say right now probably the best one is either Reinhardt still or what's her face? Hoppy, actually. I really like Hoppy a lot because she has effective damage on beast units and dragon units, which is actually pretty useful. So yeah, I guess I would say Hoppy is the best Blue Tome cavalry unit right now. But I think Regan might actually steal the spot from her once again, because unlike Hoppy, Regan actually does have good speed, and Satyr Shell is going to do a lot more damage than whatever special you might have had pre-charged with Hoppy. Although Hoppy can mix it up, she can run other specials besides Satyr Shell, or Glimmer in her case. You could run like Ruptured Sky, or you could run even a Blazing special on her, which would work out. You're going to need other ways to get the cooldown reduction on her, but Hoppy's weapon comes with -1 special trigger and also -1 special cooldown count at the start of turn 1. So there are ways you could build Hoppy to be a nuke unit like Legendary Lilina almost. But I do think in a bubble this Regan is probably the best one right now. So definitely a good unit to summon and a good one to watch out for. Alright, let's go on and move on to Fafnir up next, the guy that I've been waiting on for a while. So he's got 40 HP, 43 attack, 39 speed, 31 defense, and 16 res. And that gives him a BST of 169, which is surprisingly a lot higher than Regan. I mean, I knew there was a disparity between certain unit archetypes. Like, tome units typically have the lowest BST outside of the dancers. But range, like, you would think range units in general would just get less BST. But here this guy is as a dagger unit with, what is it, a 7-point stat differential between Regan, which is a little unfair if I'm being honest. He also has a super boon in speed, which is pretty good. So he seems like a solid unit as well. He has disarm, trap, and a lot of people have been comparing him to Yuri, which I think that is a fair comparison because they're both pretty similar in terms of movement, and then both of them being daggers, they have access to disarm, trap. So if you're playing them in 8th of raids, they are going to be very potent offensive forces. I think Fafnir is a lot better than Yuri on offense because his weapon has better effects for fighting, whereas Yuri is better for like tactics and running away and pulling off shenanigans with foul play involved. So this guy definitely seems like a worthwhile summon. You can also deck him out with lethality like you can with what's-his-face, Yuri as well. So they're both really good. Definitely a good unit to summon for as well. All right, let's go ahead and move on to Liar up next, our adorable 4-star demote unit. So she's got 40 HP, 37 attack, 42 speed, 27 defense, and 28 res. And she's got a 174 BST, which is not too bad for a cavalry unit. And then she has a super boon in speed as well. So is she going to be a worthwhile merge project? She does have a pretty solid fodder skill in the A slot with attack and speed catch 3. I think, which one did Sedgar come with? Did he have attack and speed catch, or did he have attack and defense catch? Off the top of my head, I can't actually remember, so Liar's probably a good unit to summon for fodder if you wanted to also grab the level 4 attack and speed catch along with some other skill that the unit might come with. But as far as her as a merge project, I don't actually know if I'm sure you want to invest in her. Her scoring is a little bit too low for arena mode, and I would say that is one of the things you should consider when you're going for a 4-star banner unit as a merge project. You should consider if they're going to score well enough in the other modes so that you'd actually be able to get the maximum potential out of the unit and help you out the most in the most relevant places. That's why that Manuela is so crazy on the Christmas banner, because right now she scores higher than any other 4-star unit in the game, I think. So she's actually quite good for arena mode. She scores as high as Ninja Lin does at +10, which is insane to think about, that Ninja Lin was one of the premier units released last year, and now we're already getting a free-to-play unit that, or I shouldn't say free-to-play, but an easy-to-merge-up unit that can score as high as her for arena. It's pretty crazy how far the score creep has come. And last up, we have Kyza, who is going to be our demo, or our Tempest Trial hero that we get for free. And for some reason, just like Liar with her Ranulf hand puppet, this guy's got a picture of Ranulf on his little charm thingy there. So I don't know what the deal is with these two being Ranulf stands or whatever it is, but I don't remember that personality trait from them in Radiant Dawn. Regardless, Kyza's got 45 HP, 39 attack, 26 speed, 41 defense, and 30 res, and he is an infantry red beast type. He's got a BST of 181, which is quite good for free-to-play. This is the type of unit you want to merge up so you can score quite well in arena mode. And then he has a super boon in speed and defense. Speed not really going to do too much for him at that low of a base, but defense, definitely something to think about investing in there. All right, so his skills, his passive skills are going to be close defense 4, or close defense 3 at 4-star, my bad. And then attack and defense oath 3, I would presume, at 5-star. And his weapon does... Okay, so Polished Fang over here grants defense up 3 at the start of combat if foe's HP is above or equal to 75%. Grants attack and defense up 6 to unit during combat. And also if unit's defense is better than the foe's defense, grants special cooldown charge +1 per foe's attack and deals plus 5 damage per unit's attack, including when dealing damage with a special triggered before combat. Interesting. Okay, so we saw how Liar had Flashing Blade 4. This guy has, like, Flashing Defense 4. I don't know how to describe this, really. This is not a skill, but it's the same effect, except using a different stat check as Heavy Blade 4 and Flashing Blade 4. So, I don't know. I'm just going to call this Flashing Defense 4, if that makes any sense. So, seems pretty good. Also, just making his defense super boon a lot more juicy to go for. Alright, and his transformation effect, I'm going to assume, since this is cropped out, I guess this is the same as the refined Nyla has. So, off top, I actually don't remember what that did, but I do know it's pretty good. It's definitely solid. You get 7 true damage. I think that's per attack without any checks. Attack up 2, and then I'm sure there's another effect involved as well. So you guys in the comments section, you can go ahead and check what Nyla's refined transformation effect does. Okay, so we also have this here, which is going to be some New Year packs that you can buy. Now, this first one over here is going to be $8. $7.99 US for 25 orbs. Already, I would say this is a better value than the Fate Pass. Because, yeah, I mean, it is nice that you can spark with the Fate Pass if you get it. But the Fate Pass is $10, right? And then for this, you get 25 orbs. What if you pull the unit in 5 orbs, right? What if you get super lucky and you just get them real early? Then all of a sudden, you don't even need to spark anymore, right? So I would say this is probably a better idea to go for. You can also buy this twice, which is nice. This is one of the better orb to money ratios that we've seen. Typically, it's every 2 orbs is $1. But right here, we see it's almost 3 orbs per dollar, a little bit over, in fact. So, yeah, that's not a bad orb pack. Okay, here's another one. This time, we get Pirate to Barn. We get 60 flying dragon flowers. And then we get 50 orbs as well for 27 bucks. And you can buy this twice. So Flying to Barn is amazing fodder. He's got Heavy Blade 4. And he also has Dive Bomb, which is nuts. So if you wanted to go ahead and pick up this pack, that may not be a bad idea to deck out a unit with skill fodder. Or you could even just use this guy because he's still quite good. And he actually got a lot better for Aether Raid's Gale Forcing with the addition of Ash now. Because Ash is another beast, and you can help him transform with that. Also, Ash has all the jump shenanigans, so it's easy to get a unit over to him and dance him a lot better. It's just really good. This guy is good. He's one of my favorite seasonal units, so not a bad pack here. Okay, and finally, or hold on, we actually have quite a bit more. Okay, so here is a $40 orb pack. You can buy this twice. You're getting 85 orbs, and you're getting 1 copy of each of these 2 tickets. I'm assuming one of these is for the current New Year banner, and one of them is going to be for last year's New Year banner. At least that's what I think it is. I don't know exactly which banners these tickets are going to be for. But 40 bucks for 85 orbs is actually a lot better than the pack that we normally buy. I think it's 77 orbs for $40, so you're getting a little bit more orbs and then 2 tickets as well. So, yeah, I mean, these packs are definitely a lot better than they were for, Black Friday, I would say. Okay, so here we go. This guy over here, whoever took the screenshot of this, I'm going to guess it's Mr. Gengar. Yep. Shoutouts to Gengar, by the way. He always puts the images from the leaks. So, first summon ticket for Like Clockwork. I would assume the other one is for last year's New Year banner, like I said. Yep, Revival Uwu, if you guys remember that symbol. So, yeah, that's last year's banner. That's the one that has New Year Plumeria on it. Or, yeah, New Year Plumeria and New Year Peony. Both very good units. And finally, okay, so check this out. We have the final orb pack. At least I think so, yep. So this one is going to have Fafnir, the New Year Fafnir, the guy who literally just comes out on this banner. We're getting 120 Cavalry Flowers. We're getting 143 orbs, and it's 75 bucks. So it's like 75 bucks and you get a more combat competent Yuri. basically, who comes with disarm traps. So this might actually be an orb pack to consider, like, for real. Out of all the packs, they're all pretty good in terms of money to what you're getting. But I think probably the most relevant one right now is this one. Unfortunately, it has to be the one that's the most expensive as well. I really wish that he could have been from the $40 pack instead. Like how they had Duo Byleth for New Year. I think that was a really solid pack. For $40, you get a copy of Duo Byleth. She's still really good for fodder and use. Whereas this guy, he's definitely going to be great for use if you guys have seen Yuri in action. And the only downside is that he's a cavalry type. So unlike Yuri, he gets walled out by trees and trench tiles. But otherwise, he's going to be amazing, I think. So not a bad pack. I'm actually going to give a round of applause to Insys for this, because I think they did a good job with these packs. If only they could have did a good job with the Fey Pass thing instead. Like, come on. Why you got to make sparking limited to Fey Pass? That's not cool. Okay, and the final thing we have to talk about tonight is the Sacred Seals for Tempest Trials. We're getting Fury 3 as a Sacred Seal. Very long awaited. Man, that is like one of the OG skills in the game, and finally it's going to become a Sacred Seal. I wonder how much longer it'll be until we get Vantage and Desperation Sacred Seals. Those would probably be a little too good, but then again, you could just run Hardy Bearing to cancel them out, so I don't know, but Fury 3, definitely a powerful seal. And also Attack Opening 3, not quite as impressive, but not bad, I guess, to just get some stat bonuses. I'm more of a fan of the tactic buff skills for Sacred Seals. So that's all for the Datamines here. I'm honestly shocked we got them this early, but there you go, guys. Hope you enjoyed the coverage, and this is your boy Tacho signing out. So take care, fellas, and I'll catch y'all again on the flip side.